Now it's fair to say almost everyone has watched the GTA 6 trailer more than once, but even after many watches, you might have still missed many hidden details. So that's what we're going to be going over in this video. And also at the time of recording this video, Rockstar did just announce that GTA 6 will be dropping this fall. So I'm guessing we should get the second trailer in March or beginning of summer, but let's get into it. So before we even get into the trailer, let's look at the trailer poster, because the first detail you might have missed is Lucia wearing an ankle monitor. So this is because she's in and out of jail, as we'll see later in this trailer, and for some reason I really feel like the opening mission for GTA 6 will be in the jail, just because that's where the trailer starts as well. So then here's the opening scene of the trailer, and if you look closely in the distance, that's actually where the jail will be taking place. And in the following shot they show us the fence of the prison, and in the shot after that they go inside of the prison where we see Lucia for the first time. I would say this is the shot that really amazed everyone, because when you take a close look, I mean, every little thing is so detailed. The lighting and the details on the characters are unreal, and even in the back of the room, the printers, plants, pictures are all amazingly detailed. And we have this scene here where we see dolphins, a bunch of seagulls, and there's probably more animals that I'm just not seeing. But the main thing I want to talk about here is just how busy the beach is compared to GTA 5. Look at how many NPCs are in one spot, and we now see NPCs in the water as well, which wasn't a thing in GTA 5. And there are jet skis to the side as well, but overall this beach has so much more life to it compared to GTA 5, and I think this is a great improvement. In the next shot they show us some apartments, which again they look great and are detailed, but as you can see there's this floor here between the two buildings. There are a bunch of tables and chairs. It seems like NPCs will also be on the buildings as well, compared to just always being on the ground. And I know this isn't the best example, but I'll show you guys more examples later in the trailer. In the next scene there isn't much to say here other than there's a fan boat, which wasn't in GTA 5, so great. We have even more vehicles, which is good. In this shot we have so many different animals. I mean, I see flamingos, alligators, a deer in the back, and I can even see some ducks. So if you haven't realized already, there are going to be a lot of animals in the game, and we'll see more later in the trailer as well. The shot of the beach, in my opinion, it's sort of the most iconic shot of the trailer, just because there is so much going on and I could talk about so many different things. Everything from people hanging out in the water, NPCs being able to throw things at each other, this guy helping put sunscreen on, and then the guy to the right here taking a picture of... I'll let you guys figure that one on your own. But really, there is so much going on. As you can see, there are a couple running and they have a dog with them, so this could mean that you could have your own pet in the game, similar to how we had Chop in GTA 5 story mode. The NPCs are also very different from each other. So there's people from different races, but their body shapes are also different. Obviously the guy running is jacked, and then as you look around, some of the NPCs are bigger than others. And if you guys are looking for even more details, I'm not sure how easy it is to see for you guys, but the sand where the NPCs are standing is actually darker than other spots, which again shows how much detail they're adding to this game. In the next scene we have some boats and we're by the docks, and if you look in the distance, the crates actually load and unload, which in GTA 5 they never actually moved. Here we have Lucia waving her hands out, and it looks like there will be different ways that you can be seated in a vehicle in this game. And I don't say that just because of this shot, I'll show you guys more examples later. But we have the one guy sticking his head out of the car to record, and then Lucia's obviously not sitting in her seat, so she's sort of like standing in the car. Next shot, again, look at how much more life there is in this game. NPCs are hanging out in groups, and we have some pulling in with their cars, so it obviously seems to be one of the gangs in the game, and it's safe to say they like their cars. So far with the trailer and all of the leaks, there has been 3 confirmed gangs to be in the game, if any of you are wondering. The nightclub scene, not much to say here really. There's a lot going on and there's a lot of detail, as we can see. Next shot is these guys dapping each other up, which I'm going to assume they are important in the story mode, or else why would Rockstar include them in this trailer? Now we're getting to the scenes where it's nighttime, so some of the details here to look at. There's a tennis court here if you guys didn't see, but the main thing I want to point out is how many different yachts there are here. So there's the big one to the right and some small boat, but if you look at the left side, it is filled with different yachts. In the next scene, you probably saw this scene everywhere as well. There are multiple things to go over. First of all, we are hoping that you should be able to enter more buildings in GTA 6, and if you look at the apartment here, you can actually see a TV inside. So in GTA 5, if you try and look through a window, there's nothing you can see. So this is a cool detail, and I'm hoping it means we can enter the buildings. Now to the right, we have this guy who seems to be homeless asking for money, and he actually has a pet on his shoulder. So again, I really do think they're going to allow us to have pets in GTA 6. Now some more details are that NPCs are parking cars and getting out of them, and there's a guy recording the building by the car. But again, what I love is how much life there is. So we know that the game is supposed to have great nightlife because it is Miami, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. I mean, the street is super busy, it is filled with cars, and if you didn't notice, the NPCs are actually walking on the street as well, and not just walking on the sidewalk, which adds realism to the game, which I love. More scenes showing us the nightclubs, not much to see here other than I think there's going to be multiple nightclubs rather than just one. Moving on, again, we see a lot of yachts, boats, and even cargo ships in the water. Now the main question I have here is if you'll be able to go on those islands to the left, and if you are able to get on them, will there be anything to do? Next scene is Lucia, and remember when I said NPCs will be able to spawn on balconies? Well, here it is again. There's Lucia with a bunch of NPCs on top of an apartment, and take a look to the left where we see a building under construction. I'm really hoping this building actually finishes building and doesn't end up like the building in GTA 5 that's been under construction forever. Next up, we have a very cinematic shot here that says Vice. Of course, the main city in GTA 6 will be Vice City. And here's the first time we get introduced to social media. And we're gonna see this many times in the trailer. So we have this like sugar daddy on this yacht, and the caption says to save some sugar babies for the rest of us. And we can see in the top right corner, there's an option to like and comment on the post. Next few scenes are all videos that people have uploaded on social media. So here we have a video posted by Official Poach, which seems to be some sort of animal control service, and we can obviously see this guy dealing with an alligator. Next clip, we have a lot of jiggling, and it is uploaded by a page called Have a Vice Day. This sounds like a page that people would send crazy videos to of the different things they see around Vice City, which I feel will be super funny if these are the clips they're uploading. Take a look at the nightlife in this scene where we seem to have a car show. If you look at the cars on the left, some of the NPCs are actually sitting on their car hood, so just small details that makes the game more realistic, which is great. And the purple car in the middle has two people standing on it, which we get a closer look in the next frame here, and it seems like they are doing a live stream based on the comments. It looks like they are shooting a music video for a new song. A few things to go over here. Let's start off by the most obvious one, which is there is a goddamn alligator walking inside the gas station. So we know there's going to be a lot of animals in this game. We see this alligator, but we also saw the other one in the pool earlier in the trailer. If you take a look in the distance outside, looks like NPCs will actually be able to pump their own gas, which again hints us that NPCs will be much more realistic and seem to be much smarter compared to them in GTA 5 just walking around. On the right, we have a casino game, and on it says new billionaire every week. So you know that could be you. Next clip is a body cam of some cops raiding an apartment, but not much to say here. And we have another clip of a cop chasing down some guy. Then there's this guy. I honestly don't know what's going on here. We have a guy standing on the car door while driving the car, and a naked guy watering his plants. Then here we have one of the other games, and they go by Mud Club. We see a bunch of different mud vehicles all around this place, like ATVs, side-by-sides, lifted trucks, and if you look in the distance, there's a monster truck doing stunts. In the next shot, we have an older woman holding two hammers. Now keep in mind, these clips that are uploaded on social media are actually clips from real life events in Florida. Maybe I'll make a video on that to put them all side by side, but these are all real clips that went viral, which is pretty cool by Rockstar. We got some guy jumping on a table at a party. Again, look at the detail from the water coming out the cups, like this is insane. In the next frame, we have Lucia and Jason driving, and it seems like they are getting away from cops. So to the right, we have a shopping mall with all different stores, and then to the left, we obviously see two police cars from the sheriff's department. And if you didn't know, there are actually going to be multiple different police departments in GTA 6, so this will be one of the many. And we also get a close look at Jason, Again, so much detail, it almost looks like a movie. And also a close shot of Lucia looking back at the cops with money in her hand, and she also has a mask around her neck, so it's very obvious that they are getting away from a robbery. We have car accidents. Now look closely, this is another police department here, and it seems like we are going to have a news channel, possibly one that we can follow on social media to be able to see crimes and accidents like these. And another shot from the news again of someone getting arrested. Looks like this will be the third gang, and it seems like it will be some sort of bike gang. As we see, there isn't a single car in sight, and they're all performing wheelies for the people. We have another shot from Weasel News, and take a look at the different police departments again, and it says cops failed to stop thugs on motorbikes terrorizing Vice City. Now this is the same gang we saw a few seconds ago, and it says dirt bikes, dirt bags. I'm not sure if that's the name of their gang or that's just what people refer to them as. Next clip mentions high rollers. That could be the name of one of the gangs, and we see this guy who looks like Rod Wave on the screen. And following up from earlier in the trailer, Lucia and Jason are robbing what seems to be some sort of liquor store and then driving off. Lucia asking Jason for trust, and the last frame being them stepping into the robbery. And the very end of the trailer announcing that the game will be coming in the fall of 2025, which is still supposed to happen as I talked about earlier. Rockstar did mention that things are going well as planned, and the game should be coming in the fall. And if you want to know when GTA 6 is actually dropping, check out this video right here where I talk about when you can expect GTA 6, and I'll see you guys there.